Hello, good afternoon. Michael Wynn, Chief Digital Officer of Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. And today we're going to talk about how to use your blog to meet your customers at any stage along their buying journey. So, when we think about what happens when you decide you're going to buy something, or you decide that it's time to replace something. The first thing is you you kind of realize, like, oh my gosh, my lawnmower just died. And so it's really obvious that, hey, it's time for you to replace that. Or maybe it's that you just kind of are no longer satisfied with your TV. And you're like, yeah, I think I'm going to get a TV. I don't have a TV. I want it to have certain features. So all of us, we enter into this sort of awareness stage, or we recognize that we have a need that is really not being met by whether it's a service provider that we have, or whether it's a product that we're using. And so that first initial stage is where we are. So one of the things that you can do to make sure that you meet your customers or members or clients, however your relationship is based in your business model, is to make sure that you're blogging and creating subject matter and content on your blog that really addresses this stage. So for instance, you might create a blog post that says, 7 ways to make sure you buy the right lawnmower. And then you list out, here are some things you want to look for. Look for one that has a good turning radius. Look for one that, has blade adjustment heights. You really want to demonstrate that you understand the problem, and that your recommendations are really providing solutions to, the problem that has arisen. So I think writing that blog post is a great idea. And again, why that's so important is because the second step, or the second stage of this buyer's journey is the consideration stage. And inside of that stage, there's really 2 things that happen. You think about it, what do? We jump on the internet and we Google stuff, right? So we're doing this sort of investigative search, to try to find out, if other people had the same problem that I've had, and what did they do? Because of the power of the internet, and because of all the great information that's out there, we can really help make sure that we make a good decision. And so understanding that sort of mentality and mindset, and understanding that stage of this process, you might create a how-to blog. So, how to change out a ceiling fan. Let's say you're an interior decorator, and, you write an article about that, or a blog post about that. But the important part about this is to make sure that you create this sort of step-by-step explanation of the solutions that are out there. Now, that might come in the form of checklists. Again, 7 things to check off before making your decision. Or you might make a comparison analysis between your services and another competitor, or maybe a national brand. But the idea is that you want to really hone in on this investigative search, this do-it-yourself search, sort of mentality and processing that your potential buyer or customer is going through. So really make sure that you rank with that. The second part of that consideration stage is where we begin to evaluate the reviews and opinions of others. So we go and we've identified a company or a product, and we go look at the reviews that they have, whether it be Google reviews or whether it's a third party, review on, Urban Spoon or, whatever that platform is, we're going to read the reviews of other people. Again, in the consideration stage, we just want to make sure we make the right choice. And so there's a lot of tools out there that you can use. One of my favorite that I recommend is grade.us. It's a great tool to sort of aggregate all of your reviews across all platforms. And so if you're in the service or hospitality industry, or you provide customer service in general, it's a great tool. It's worth the monthly fee to be able to manage all of it from one place. So there again, you really need to make sure that when you write that blog post, so for instance, maybe you write a blog post and you actually just pull over recent reviews of our product and or services, and you actually copy and paste and you put in, Michael Wynn said, and you put Google review. Again, here's a really important thing. Do not fake it, okay? Don't write a fake review. The best thing to do is go out there and copy and paste it straight from the source, because if your customer, potential new client backtracks and sees that it doesn't exist, you've just kind of, their BS meter just goes, woo, through the roof, and you've actually, kind of taken 2 steps back instead of 1 step forward. And so the other kind of part of that is make sure that you're working on collecting those reviews from people who have made a purchase decision. Don't forget to ask for that review. And so lastly, the third step in the third stage is the decision-making stage. And this is really decision time. So a blog post about that might be benefits of taking action now rather than later. You really want to reaffirm to them that making this decision is a good one, and you really drive home the benefits of taking action now and not waiting until later. So again, the 3 stages are sort of awareness, which is we recognize that we have a need. Then we go through the consideration stage, which is sort of that investigative search, and then the evaluation of reviews. And then the third stage is decision making, which is the decision time. So writing blog posts to address each one of these stages of that decision making process and that buyer's journey really helps you to meet your potential new clients or existing clients at whatever stage they are in that journey. But it also creates a great hub for you to be able to share content on your social media channels. It allows you to create these direct links in your email marketing. It's also fantastic to be able to post that to your blog, because the search engines love new, relevant, shared, likable content. So your blog really is a great resource to address and allow you to meet your customers wherever they are along that potential buyer cycle. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. Just keep that in mind, that blogging is key. And if you don't have a blog, it's really easy to set one up. If you'd like more information, don't feel shy. Reach out and give me a shout on social media, reply in the comments, or direct message me. Thanks again for your time. And my name is Michael Wynn. I'm the Chief Digital Officer at Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.